They knew that they need good weapons to take them down quickly as those Tech-9s come in. And we can see that it's not going to end here. There's more Tech-9s brought up by Virtus.pro. However, they are a little bit spread at the start of this round, so perhaps they are looking for a potential aggression from NiP. Should they play a kind of aggressive anti-eco style. But they are just super passive and staying well back and out of harm's way for now.
I'm trying to get a read on VP's angle here. They've got 4 smokes to work with. Bombs in Bialy's hands. Pasha Taz joining him on the A side. But they've still got 2 players inside the B apartment. So either they want to distract early and then go for the A execute, or fake the A and join those players at B. It would be a long rotation, though. And now they're going Palace. They've already used 3 out of 4 of these smokes. They'll cover off jungle with it. But the backside of the site's completely open.
Here we go. Wow, what a pixel-perfect smoke into CPL. That is phenomenal there. Virtus.pro still need to build something from it, though, and they are attacking into the A site, but they are getting shut down on all the choke points. We have 1 player left alive, Snax. He's managed to pick up a weapon. Let's see what he can do with it. Looks like Forest will eliminate him, only for the loss of Get Right, so that's a well-held round by NiP, minimizing the damage to their economy, keeping the majority of their weapons alive, and considering the previous round where they lost so much, very crucial.
So with Get Right down, that means he's forced to upgrade. He grabs the op. Actually, pardon me, Alu actually bought it himself. I thought Get Right was going to drop it. So nonetheless, they will have the op out. It's going to go directly against Pasha. But Pasha's not going for this mid pick. He's in toward B where Alu's in window. So we won't meet head-to-head just yet, but Freiburg's going to have to play this smart because Pasha's looking for this pick early.
So we'll have to see now if Virtus.pro on this buy can actually get some opening picks here. They have, of course, just 2 men playing passively on Slope and Palace at the moment. They kind of need some action into middle or a play into B from the teammates over at the apartment site. And actually, NiP, they're going for the information play down T-Slope at the moment, trying to find out what Virtus.pro are doing. Get Right's going all the way around, and the one-on-one will ensue, and Get Right will take that one against Bialy. So this is quite important, forcing the hand of Virtus.pro to make the push on middle.
And you don't often see Bialy miss that shot. He was just caught off guard. He was actually pre-aimed slightly too high. You could tell he wasn't on edge, waiting for Get Right to come. So good push by Get Right to catch him out entirely. But look at this. Taz is going to try and work inside the site.
And we'll have to see now if Get Right in this position can actually pull off a sneaky flank. He needs someone to draw fire so he can pop out and get some strong angles. Now, are they aware of this? You can see Taz is actually looking towards his position. He's going to peek out. No distraction needed. Get Right pops off the head of Taz. Well done to him. And he's providing that potential flanking presence now. So him just being alive is absolutely key.
And Pasha's committed. They've got this bomb down. That's important, but this op is under threat. The good news is that Neo actually fell out of the site before Get Right caught him, so he never utilized the position, and now he's got to win this 1-on-3. As Pasha has gone down, he's got the first, can't get the second. Get Right already on him, knew exactly where he was the whole time. And another defuse, 4-0 NiP. This is the start we were talking about.
And Get Right's going to pick up that AWP. So they are actually building some decent bank, actually, slowly but surely. It's still a little bit fragile at this point. They need a couple clean rounds, and Virtus.pro, with that bomb down, that's actually going to enable them to continue the economic pressure by forcing it up here. We can see all the AKs now being bought with all the grenades to support them properly. And Alu's not going to drop a dime there at middle. Picks up the kill onto Neo. On the ball as always, it would seem, on Mirage. And Forest even flashing over. Look at this presence on middle from NiP.
Yep, very almost Fnatic. Not right at the start of the round, but there was forced to be there. Get Right was supporting from inside connector. And he's not going to find Snax, though. He actually drops in the end. So Get Right, who's got 9 kills over the first 4 rounds, is down and out of this one, and it's a 3-on-3, and Forest is the lowest of the HP players right now, but Exist is up underneath in shadow. Bialy drops down, and this will slow down VP, but they're actually coming back from B. They're heading over to A, so I think that what they're hoping is that NiP is going to second-guess this and rotate to B just preemptively.
And Freiburg is going to make his way over there, but they have gambled 2 players towards A, which is a very interesting move here. Freiburg can spot a lot quite safely, and we'll have to see if Virtus.pro can get a quick opening kill here. They are going to likely expect one of the 3 NiP players to at least be by CT spawn. It's a very common and safe position in a situation like this. Let's see how safe it is as Snax makes his way onto the site, checking every nook and cranny. Smoke goes down to cover the plant, and NiP know now what's going on. They can take their time, but Exist doesn't need any time boosting himself straight up onto the toll booth, takes down both kills, and not even a plant. And that's really crucial if we look at the cash now for Virtus.pro.
Exist is so sly. He's so good at just coming out at the worst possible moment. His timing is excellent. Bomb goes down. Oh, hi, I'm here.
Yeah, if they'd actually plant, if he'd let them plant that and say, oh, let's play the safe retake game with my teammates, and they would have a proper buy right now. And, and they would be able to crush the economy potentially of NiP, but this is a potential economy building round for them instead.
No, very sly indeed. So now it's 5-0. And they're going to go for this. Again, here it is, the underground presence. They want to try and come up close with these pistols and get within range, and they work perfectly. There's your Tech 9 as Get Right's down. That Snacks with the kill, but Alu up close with 2 of his own. Is he going to find a third? That's the bomb, so he knows they're going to recommit, but he falls off at the wrong time, or does he? Bialy as well. Alu's up to a hat trick. How many more can he get, because they're still there in middle? Taz answers with 1 back of his own, so they've got it down to a 1-loss situation here, but Alu not done yet. There's 4, and he's looking for more. There it is, the ace from Alu. The pet detective on the case, Ace Ventura, comes out big, 6-0.
That's amazing, because I have to imagine that Alu called Forrest to throw the flash over connector for him to go for the peak. We could see him walking all the way around. He was hungry for that ace, and that flash went off perfectly above them. And Alu, well, he did the rest. This guy is on point. Now, Virtus.pro in with their full buy. Pasha on the AWP here. Looking to see quite a standard round. Usually you'd expect a slow movement up through overpass to get themselves close to connector, then to free up their player on middle to maybe make a peek in Pasha, and then they can get that 3-pronged attack once they have connector. And yeah, Pasha, Virtus.pro going and trying to play this by the book.
Taz just needs to come around the corner and find Exist early. That smoke, though, that'll hold him off for a little bit longer. Taz knows he's there, though. Guesses correctly and tries to spam away, but Exist only eats a little bit of the damage, so he's down to 71. And part of that's that nade, 3 more damage just on the exit there. But Bomb's down over toward A, and they're still committing. Look at this, though. Snacks is inside connector. He's got all the way up right now, and nobody realizes it. Get Right's in position inside window, but Snacks has already found the kill. Alu down, and I don't think Exist is in a very good position, and has to be said, he's about to get pinched by all 5 VP players, and Snacks is holding off for the backside as well, so Get Right's going to have a problem getting there.
But the spray is going to come in. He goes and peeks for it, but a little bit too premature, perhaps, as Get Right now is going to come in from connector. Perhaps he can save the day. Forrest combining there to make an excellent kill onto Bialy. They're pushing forwards. Get Right gets both in a row, and 7-0 now the scores. NiP seems somehow untouchable. They get the round so close, Virtus.pro, each time, but the confidence that comes in from these clutching players of NiP seems just amazing. They never doubt themselves, not even the slightest amount.
Oh, I mean, let's not forget, this is Mirage and it's Virtus.pro you're up against. This is looking really good early on for NiP. Of course, let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. We saw similar things from Titan this morning. And it was actually against NiP, interestingly enough. So this time they won't have to play from behind, and they're going to play it with 2 ops, Alu and Forrest, and they're both out toward mid. Actually, Alu's dropped down. He's looking at the underpass right now, so even if they try and get up close, he's going to be ready for that. And he's going to keep peeking it. They're over toward B, but look at Pasha. There's a double for him. There's your op finally coming out for him. Now VP's got a round to work with. A 2-man advantage early. Still no commitment to either site, but Alu's pushed back inside connector, and A's pretty much open. Forrest is running as fast as possible, but now Freiburg's down. Both sites are an option.
This was huge, actually. Pasha getting those picks on A. They actually didn't see that more or less the entire lineup of Virtus.pro was around that area, so they still had no idea where they were going to commit towards. And we're going to see, of course, Alu and Forrest have to go for the save. Double orbs. Forrest picking one up with the USP, surprisingly. But there's still 4 more players left alive. And look at this. Pasha is going for it right now. That's a triple kill with his AWP. And Alu with 14 points of health. Not much hope for him here. And looks to be that Virtus.pro will finally get themselves on the board.
Very important as well. Full money bonus going their way, but not a lot of money to work with at all. So this is very, very important that they'll pick this up. 6,500 for Alu. He's going to get one on the exit on Bialy. That's going to hurt them because with 3 men up, that's excellent. That's the start of rebuilding their money. But with 2 left and 3 that have to buy, they're still going to need to win another round to get comfortable. And with the money bonus reset, it puts even more pressure on this next round.
Exactly, yeah. That's actually that's like a really crucial decision-making point. Do you actually go and kill Alu? Because they need to have a situation where they can keep buying. And of course, losing that bonus, as you said, they're completely money screwed.
And what's it for? Alu's going to be able to afford an op next round anyway. You're better to play the safe game now, win this next round, and then when it comes to it, if he can still buy in the next round, then you push him. But he's actually had to drop for a teammate, so this actually puts him quite fragile. Exist has gone for a P90, interestingly enough, as well.
They have been doing so much damage that NiP are close to an eco themselves, so that's a good job there. And Ali going to go for the aggression on middle, mixing it up for days. And they haven't seen that one yet, so Ali might not repeat this play for a little bit.
Ali answers it, though. That's Get Right down in A. He was trying to get aggressive to go toward the ramp to try and get some information. He actually dropped down over the backside of the stairs and came up toward Tetris. But now Neo's found a way up underpass. That smoke at the window holds Forrest out, but that's gone away. He's going to get caught here if he's not careful coming across, and Alu's already looking as well. There it is. Forrest found him before he even came up the stairs.
And the push is going to arrive on A, and this is actually a nice setup from NiP. They've got two men close to the slope, so if they try to throw over grenades to try to isolate players who might be playing a little bit further back, that's actually not going to be the case. And if NiP time their counter grenades, they could find themselves in for a lot of frags, especially Exist. He's going to have to come out huge here.
Alu's there to support it, but he's still got his sights firmly focused on Connector because he doesn't want to have to deal with more company. Fortunately, that's not going to be the angle or approach VP are taking, so it's all on Exist. 50 troll teeth in the clip, and he's going to have to chomp away at every single one of them when they come around the corner. They haven't checked it yet. They'll find the first, but the damage from that range is not good enough. Fortunately, Bialy makes his job easy and walks into the next bullet. And Pasha drops immediately after. Forrest on the rotation, and it's 8-1, and we talked about it. VP had to win that round. They don't. Absolutely.
And what I love from Exist there was just his movement in the fight, because he kept his angle really tight towards the sandwich area, so that because what has to happen for Virtus.pro, if they want to gain position on the site for a plant, they have to kill him. So by making them have a wider peak to kill him to get the trade, they're more exposed to Exist teammates. So I love that the way that he did the in-fight movement there. It's very, very smart. And we're going to have to see if right now Virtus.pro can get some extra damage with these P250s, because we know that the money is not super good here for NiP, so economic damage of any kind is certainly going to impact future rounds here still in the first half.
Yeah, they're doing just enough to keep them in it. Misthrown nade there by Get Right. But Snacks and Taz actually, after coming up middle, are going to fall back through underpass this time, so it will be a B push. Freiberg's going to be the first under threat. He throws out a late smoke. That'll delay them just a little bit and give Forrest time to rotate already, so NiP's got a great read on this. Now they're going to come in, and it's going to be very hard. Forrest trying to get the first shots. They drop the window. He's not holding the best angle to get it, but he does turn around, and it's an easy, easy round. So this eco doesn't get anything at all. Finally, one drops. Okay, I take it back. They got two from it, but not enough. Not a bomb plant.
I love the way that Forrest is so confident with his aim that he knows that, okay, if I try to spray down one of these players who has basically a Tech 9, that's not how this should work. I need to actually only get headshots, because he only has 20 bullets in the clip, and they're all charging him down. So he needs to be able to either come out with... He needs to make the risk and try to take 3 kills with all the bullets instead of like maybe just 1 with the spray. So it's smart from Forrest, and he's of course the man to pull off such feats of aim.
And with no op, they don't want to take that fight directly with Alu, so they smoke off short. That lets Pasha push up. Late smoke window just in case they could find a kill on him. But Alu's already gone to jungle, so they'll have 3 at A, and that's where VP's setting up. It's going to be Taz that comes through the Palace position. And again, look at Exist. He wants to be very aggressive, and I actually like this play. I often talk about how the smokes are so effective on A that if you don't play aggressive or up towards Shadow, you're completely isolated. So NiP's staying well within the range to slow down the push.
Yeah, it's hard to play the retake game.
And Get Right's up there as well now, right below him.
Yeah, this has been a strange round setup-wise from NiP, but we might have to come back to this point because the push from Virtus.pro is imminent here. We can see that they are ready to go. Already assaulting Exist position through the Palace, and he is not going to stop them. It's going to be Get Right that is going to do that as he stays alive, drops the bomber. Bialy at Sandwich has to get something here, but he's alone now. All of his teammates dead around him, and with everyone apart from Exist alive, Bialy has absolutely no hope. No chance, and Virtus.pro getting completely shut out by NiP. 10 rounds on the CT side is actually a very strong start. A very, very strong start. We already talked about it earlier. You're looking at 9687 CT side.
The issue as well is that they aren't finding any picks early on. NiP's not giving them any room to find a single kill. They haven't won the mid battle. In fact, the only round they won was when Pasha got those 2 early kills and they had the 5-on-2. They're failing to get this early, I guess, map control just based on being a man up.
Yeah, that's past round. NiP were very, very passive. They pretty much gave up middle completely, in fact. for a heavy A and heavy B defense much further back, but Virtus.pro didn't find it out quickly enough, and they weren't able to exploit. So right now, NiP are just, I wouldn't say they're necessarily completely in the heads of Virtus.pro, but they are just outplaying them, just straight up simple. Their CT game is too good at the moment, and Virtus.pro don't have the right plays to deal with it.
How has Snacks not been spotted there? Came up behind 3 of them. Got 1 kill with the Tech 9 before Alu responded. And it's 4 HP for Taz. He's inside the smoke. And that's the other thing. I mean, NiP's been pre-smoking all your choke points today. They haven't, like, again, there's just no vision for VP to go ahead and find that kill. Even if they're in good position, even if they want to take the fight, NiP is very, very well, doing a very good job of limiting the angles they're giving up. And, I mean, even Alu, he's winning a lot of early frags, but they're not early in terms of immediate exchanges. They're early in the round in terms of the first or second. It's actually coming about 10, 15 seconds in because it's after smokes have already been utilized.
All right, we might see a more B-oriented play here from Virtus.pro, but they've got NiP have got themselves a Scar now on Get Right, and he's he loves that Scar, often playing it very, very well from whatever position he chooses. Ali's going to spot the player, not going to actually get the kill, just a bit of a tag onto Snacks as they try to take middle. Virtus.pro have done well to take middle in previous rounds, but they often run into this kind of 3-man setup. Only a 2-man setup here from NiP. That crossfire between Alu and Forest, AWP to AWP. Now, can they put in the stop here? But the smoke is going to help them get their way up middle as they are trying to pressure towards A as well. So they're doing a good job here. 3 versus 3 now for Virtus.pro as they try to get themselves on the board. But Alu, too quick, but will go down to Snacks.
Huge kill from Alu because he was, I thought, completely outdone there. No HP and getting pinched from both sides. When he gets that first one, he leaves his teammates to fight just a 2-on-2, and look at already Neo down. Forrest there on the rotations. Alu doesn't get that kill. This bomb's already down and potentially going the way of VP. So good rotate, but that 1 kill from Alu is so important. And I mean, 12-1, I wouldn't have even come close to putting this as a possible scoreline between these two.
Yeah, these guys are just hitting their form like crazy. And once again, I feel like Virtus.pro, they've tried quite a few things and they've just not run into the best. I mean, NiP have just been out-executing them on their defenses. It's as simple as that. We're going to see an A play here, and we can come back to this point in a moment. As Virtus.pro didn't find luck with the default kind of mirage play, which we can, again, come back to in a moment. We're going to have this set play from Virtus. And NiP, they've got Get Right in the sandwich here. So he will be isolated by the smokes. And in fact, they're not going to wait for the smokes. They're going to go straight up at the moment. And the trades are coming in backwards and forwards. They still can't get position on the bomb site. NiP is stopping them dead with these counter grenades and just hitting all these shots. Get Right still locking down sandwich area. And that's going to be it. Complete cleanup.
Even worse, that almost seemed like a communication issue. Those 2 smokes did come out from NiP. It slowed them down. They had 3 smokes to work with. 1 went off to cover Shadow. 1 went off to cover CT. Bialy still had his, and there was none out on jungle, and that's where they got killed from when they tried to enter in the site. That was just poor execution on VP's part that time.
And they're struggling to make the mid plays work. They've only actually put someone in connector once, and that's when NiP just decided to play a more passive round. And otherwise, if NiP decide not to give up middle, it's very rare that it's actually going to happen. But this time, it might be the moment. But is it all too little, too late? As Alu will go down finally, and VP take an early advantage.
And Freiburg and Forrest haven't rotated out of B just yet, but luckily they've slowed down the push just enough. That's about to change, though. Exist down, it's all on Get Right. And now we've got the wheels turning for the 2 players at B to try and join them before it's too late. So we'll hold this off angle. Tries to hug the wall. Taz checking underneath the balcony, but he may not look above. Get Right so low on HP, it would only take 1 bullet if Taz spots him, and he does. He's down and out, but Freiburg's already there, as is Forrest, and they each pick up 1. So VP still can't get inside the site, and that bomb's dropped back by Tetris. No one going back for it. They're chasing these kills. Just now, Taz considers changing his angle, but it's too late. Freiburg's already found. Snacks inside the site, so Taz has to get there. Forrest is going to go for the vent push and come around from jungle. Actually, he's going to go further than that. He's going to drop and try and catch him out. Taz isn't even looking. Great play from Forrest. So smart. 14-1 at the halftime. Incredible.
Amazing.
Incredible from Ninjas in Pajamas.
I just need to let that sink in for a moment. 14-1. That's incredible. That's an incredible display of Counter-Strike from NiP. They completely destroyed Virtus.pro. They were able to repeatedly, well, they money screwed them only once.
Look at Pasha right now. Just look how flustered he looks. Snacks, same thing. These guys, I mean, they're under their skin. There's no answer right, though. There's 1,000-mile stairs.
Yeah, I mean, they weren't able to win a lot of the fights they needed to win. When they're taking control of middle and pushing middle, NiP too consistently were getting way better trades. And the thing is that we had a lot of rounds where NiP, they altered their setup. They were throwing Alu down underpass. They were playing a bit more aggressively on B apps. Then they were playing completely just so passive that they had nobody in middle. They were leaving it completely unchecked. And then these are the rounds that that Virtus.pro are feeling like down and out on their middle pushes. So wait, let's just do a set play on A, and then boom, they get blown up because NiP are already there. They're already ready for it. They are reading them like a book, and it's
that was
crazy.
One of the best CT sides on any map by any team I've seen. And for sure the recent history, I'm sure you could go beyond that if you wanted to.
It was very strong, and we are going to see the A retake game here from Virtus.pro. Now, Alu's going to make a bit of noise towards B, but the real push for NiP is going to be towards A. And is he going to be able to pull the rotation? There's a small window of time that NiP want to abuse here, and here they go. In fact, they are actually going to be able to get it, and that should be a clean plant.
There's Get Right already with the first Tech-9 in the opening round, so they're committing to this one, and he's going to get 2. Pasha dropping as well. And there's your bomb plant. Neo's going to be on the rotation. Snacks dropping first as he tries to push the smoke from jungle. Neo knows Alu's still over at B as well. He heard him, so it's all Neo. That's his second kill of the game right there. That's remarkable from Neo. That's not something you normally hear either. So he gets Get Right, but it's all over. NiP's going to get this, or is it? He's still making a case. He actually finds Alu as well, but there it is. There's the final kill.
Matt, are we going to see...
Match point.
Are we going to see NiP 16-1 Virtus.pro on Mirage?
I'm going to...
You what, mate? That makes
Thank
no
God
sense.
I'm not on the analyst desk this game because I honestly have no idea what to say about this.
It's quite crazy. All right, so let's see if Virtus.pro can find themselves something with this force buy and keep themselves in the game, because they need to emotionally at least get back into the game to follow into the next map. They need to remember what it's like to actually frag these guys, and at the moment they're losing all the duels, and that needs to change. So a few good rounds would really do them good, just even if they lose the map, which is of course very likely from this point.
I would say very likely indeed. So first kill did actually go to Taz. That was Get Right in Apartments. And actually, they're doing well to hold NiP out right now. This eco could work wonders as Bialy cleans them up. So maybe there's still just a little bit of life, or maybe this is just waking up in time for map number 2, because we go to Inferno after this, and that's NiP's pick. Yeah,
I mean, Virtus.pro and NiP played so many Infernos in huge matches. And so they're going to know each other very well. Of course, Virtus.pro have to adjust things a little bit for Alu, but generally speaking, they're very experienced here. But this, at least to me, is still all about Virtus.pro just feeling good about themselves, just getting some good rounds in. That's all they need to do here. Just strengthen their resolve, strengthen their morale a little bit. Exactly, yeah, get that reset in. But the best thing at destroying your reset button is the Tech-9 armor. So let's see if that's going to prove problematic. NiP looking to take the pretty simple, straight-up, fast push on B.
Snacks saw it. The scout from Neo could be important if he comes around, but he's actually going to go for the 5-7 because he knows they've already dropped. There's Forrest with the first, but now it's Neo. No longer non-existent. Finding a kill again this round. Forrest down. But he's smoked off and he can't get in. Bomb not down yet, though. Get Right's got it. He wants to try and get to the site, but not before Freiburg can do some damage. And there goes Neo. Get Right onto him. Taz responding, and Get Right's not done. 2 now for him with the Tech-9, and finally he gets in position to try and plant this bomb. Exist has to cover him off. 1 AK secured. That's Alu.
This is going to be problematic. These Tech-9's still alive. It's 2 players here for NiP. Get Right and Alu getting the peaks. Alu getting Bialy, and now it's a 1-on-1. Pasha, can he pull this one off? He will. That is certainly going to be a very important win, because Virtus.pro, they couldn't go out like that. They can't go out like that, man. It's not right. It's not right.
So Pasha saves the round, much to the pleasure of the crowd. And they'll go right into the heavier weapons this time. Snacks gets the op out. They'll save that 1 AK, and then the rest are onto the M4s. We've got decent amount of nades to go against, and it's going to be Tech-9s again for NiP. Why bother continuing to force buy? There's no need giving away momentum. They might as well save it up. They've got so much time. Go like a rich man into the fight.
Yeah, they got that bomb down as well, so they're looking at a pretty strong buy after this one. And this round could be quite scary as well if they are able to get those fast frags. Now, Taz, a lot to do. All the grenades here. Now his teammates' counter flashes have to be perfect. They're pretty darn great for Taz, but he himself gets flashed back, so he can't capitalize and punish them for being so blinded. Forrest does get the kill as they march on in, but Pasha holds the line. for his team. It's just Forest left now. He's only got a P250, the honest man's pistol, and Snacks will take him down. So that's going to be one more round for Virtus.pro, and they start to string some together. So that's going to start helping their morale a little bit, and that's always really important.
Very important. And like we said, not even for this map, for the next map, they've got to get their confidence back up.
Get back in the zone. Get out of their heads.
Speechless they were at the halftime. So
yeah.
Anything is going to help at this point. Pasha looking for this mid pick one more time. He's going to go for this drop. This is becoming more and more common, more and more trendy, that you immediately look to underpass once you've got a support player in Taz and both Neo right now to cover off that high mid. But they get flashed out. Pasha's still down there. Get Right might find this kill, but they'll smoke him off, and actually Pasha's going to fall. So he gets away with that one, and Get Right can't find an angle at all.
So Snacks could be incredibly key right now for Virtus.pro. This push is looking to come in hard and fast through these smokes. The grenades are coming, so it looks like they're wise to this. But can the frags come the way of Virtus.pro? Spray from Neo through to the window to take down 3 players. And Snacks coming out. He has survived all this time. And it's just Get Right, who was supposed to wrap in from middle. And he is going to get eliminated as well. So only losing 1 player, and Virtus.pro are making a game of this, even though they are going to be on so many consecutive match points that they have to be taking this round for round. There is no expectations in their minds, just to play each individual situation as it approaches them, and just do their best. And that's what they're doing so far, and they're showing why they're a top team.
Mid-push, they've smoked off the cat. Pasha's going to fall back and try and cover the off angle, but it's going to come down to Neo because Get Right's already got him, and he finds Neo as well. That Tech 9 in the hands of Get Right is a whole nother level right now as Snacks tries to come up inside this smoke. That's your bomb down. Can he get more? He does. That's Forest. And now it's turning back the way of VP. An eco that looks so probable suddenly falls apart as Taz comes around the corner. And guess what, Alu? I know exactly where you are. You are out of this one.
Oh, Get Right's picked himself up an AWP. Now this man is quite dangerous with that. He's got a Tech 9 as well in his hands. So let's have a look.
2 AWPs.
And he pulled this one off. He's got a minute left, but Bialy will catch him in the side. I've got to say, that is always scary when you see Get Right in any 1-on-X just situation with an AWP. You've seen amazing clutches always from that guy, but this time is not to be. 15-6, and Virtus.pro, they keep trying to claw their way back into this one.
Normally, I would say it's been a good job by NiP to continue to get kills and at least break down their economy, so when they do win, it'll make them save, but it's not going to matter because when they win the match as Alu starts it off. Pasha, again, losing the off battle. Neo responding, though, so that's Alu out of it. Snacks, here he is, so smart in this position, but this time Forrest one-ups him. The Swedes' education system perhaps too far ahead of Poland in that case.
So we're going to have ourselves a 4-on-3 now with NiP with that pretty strong advantage. They've got a lot of grenades left, and that's pretty key at this stage with such a man advantage as well. Going to be able to more likely get this this bomb site take and have those grenades for post-plant, and that is a scary reality for Virtus.pro. That means Neo has to come out with something, but Forrest completely destroys him with that AK, and Bialy and Taz are left to do everything to try and save this round and try to salvage even more in map number 1, but the odds aren't looking to be very much in their favor, instead heavily stacked against them. Smoked off, indeed, those nades coming in quite handy.
Taz will try and flash himself in, and Forrest did excellent to read that push from Snacks and then the push to retake the site. Taz does find Forrest in the end, though, because he overstayed his welcome in the position at the jail, but it's all done. Get Right finds Taz to kill it off, and Freiburg had Bialy just